Okay, what about 9? So find some factors of 56. Okay, and so you can say 56 divided by 2. Oh, it does work. It says 2 and 28. Okay, what about 28? Divided by 2 is 2 and 14. Okay, well, what about 14? It's going to be 2 and 7. Okay, and let's check 40. So 40 divided by 2 is 2 and 20. 20 divided by 2 is going to be 2 and 10. 10 divided by 2 is 2 and 5. Okay, and so we need to look at for our matches. Well, this one has a 2, and this one has a 2. Okay, I have another 2 and another 2. And I have this 2 and this 2. The only two numbers that are left are going to be this 7 and this 5, which are not matches, so we can't use those. So on the outside, I'm going to have 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So you're going to have an 8 on the outside. 8 times what is going to give me 56? Okay, and what I'm doing here, I'm saying 8 times this should give me this 56 above. Okay, or the other way to look at it is on the flip side of that is to say this 56 divided by this 8 would give me, and if you do that on your calculator, you're going to get 7. Okay, and we keep all of our signs where they're at. Okay, 40 divided by 8, or 8 times what would give me 40? And you're going to get a 5. Okay, what's the biggest amount of p's that I can pull from both? Well, this one has 4, and this one has 3. So the biggest amount that I could pull would be 3. Okay, because it's got to be fair. Okay, and so how many are going to be left on the first number? And it's just going to be 1. And it doesn't matter if you just write p or p to the 1. Either one of those works. Okay, well, what about the back? Okay, it had 3, and I took 3. And so there's nothing left. Okay, so that's going to be your answer. Okay, look at 11. We need to find some factors of 40. So you got 40, or 2 and 20. 20 divided by 2 is going to be 10. 10 divided by 2 is going to be 5. Okay, what about 72? And I'm going to just change this number, or color. 72 divided by 2 is 36. So you got 2 and 36. 36 divided by 2 is 2 and 18. 18 divided by 2 is 2 and 9. 9 divided by 2 doesn't work. Okay, so the next number you would check would be a 3. Well, 3 does. So you get 3 and 3. Okay, and so we need to go through and find our matches. So I got a 2 here and a 2 here. And I got another set of 2s. And this one has a 2 and a 2. And then I have a 5 left. Okay, well that doesn't work. And then the other one I have 2 3s. And so that doesn't work. They got to be in both. Okay, so you can't circle these 3s because there's 2 of them because it needs to be 1 from each. And so on the outside, you're going to have 2 times 2 times 2, which is going to be 8. Okay, and I want to show you what I'm doing here. Let me get up. Sorry, it takes me a minute. Okay, and so what I'm doing, I'm saying 8 times what would give me this 40? Okay, or the other way to look at it, 40 divided by 8 would give me what? And I think for you guys, because your multiplication facts, not hate or nothing, are not the best, I would do maybe the division method, but some of you guys that are a little bit better with multiplication can say 8 times what would give me that. Okay, but 40 divided by 8, you're going to get a 5. Oh. Okay, 72 divided by 8 is going to give me what? It's going to be 9. Okay, and then how many x's? Well, this one has 2, and this one has 3. Okay, and so another way to look at this is if you have $2, if Marco has $2 and Jaden has $3, and I have to take the same amount of money from both of them, I can't ask Marco to give me $3. He doesn't have $3 in his pocket. He only has $2. Okay, and so it has to be fair. It wouldn't be fair if I took $3 from Jaden and $2 from Marco. Okay, it needs to be fair, so I need to take 2 from both of them because that's the lowest amount that I could take. And so we're going to put a 2 on the outside, x to the 2. Okay, well, if I took 2 from Marco, how many does he have left? Well, he has none left. Okay, I took his only $2. That's all he had in his pocket. Well, Jaden has 3. So if I took 2 from him, how many is he going to have left? Well, he's going to have left 1. He had 3. I took 2. So he's going to have 1 left. Okay, and then we keep our sign the same. So we got this plus sign there, so it's going to go down here at the bottom. Okay, let's look at 13. Okay, what are some factors of 16? Okay, well, 16 divided by 2 is 8. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, so those are all our factors of 16. 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, and then what about the 10? Okay, well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. And that's it. So I'm going to go through here, and we need to see what our matches are. Well, I got a 2 and a 2. And I have a 5 here, and there's no 5s here, so I can't do that. So the biggest number that's going to go on the outside, we're going to draw our parentheses, is going to be a 2. Okay, and so you can say, 16 divided by 2 gives me what? Okay, well, you're going to have an 8. 10 divided by 2 is going to give me 5. Okay, and you can do that right on your calculator. Okay, and then we can look here. Well, this guy's got $2 or 2 N's, and he's got none. So how many equally can I pull from both? Okay, well, it can't be 2 because he's got no money in his pocket. Okay, you can't take $2 from somebody. If I don't have $2 in my pocket, you can't take $2 from me. I don't have them. Okay, and so our biggest number is going to be none. So none go on the outside. And so everything else you just kind of put where it's at. So you're going to have 2, n to the 2, and a plus sign on the in the middle. Okay. Okay, look at 15. What are some factors of 35? Well, 2 does not go into 35. 35 divided by 2 is 17.5, so that doesn't work. Okay, and then the next number would be to try to 3. 35 divided by 3. That does not work. 35 divided by 4. That doesn't work. 35 divided by 5. Well, that one does. You get 5 and 7. Okay, and 10, we're going to have 2 and 5. And so our matches are going to be these 5s. And so a 5 is going to go on the outside. Okay, and so we're going to say 35 divided by 5, and you can just do that on your calculator. 35 divided by 5 is going to give me a 7. Okay, 10. 10 divided by 5 is going to give me a 2. Okay, and then we got to look at the x's. Well, this one, he's got $9, and he's got $1. So what is the smallest amount of dollars I could pull from both? And the answer is just going to be $1. So you're going to have x, and you can put x to the 1. There's an imaginary 1 right here. Or you can just put x. Okay, for some of you guys, I think it might be easier to put the x to the 1. And you could even put it up here. X to the 1. Okay, so if he had 9 and I took 1, how many is he going to have left? He's going to have 8. X to the 8. Well, if he had 1 and I took 1, how many is going to be left? He's not going to have any money left. Okay, and so then you fill in your plus sign. Okay, 17. Find some factors of 24. So you're going to have 2 and 12, 2 and 6, 2 and 3. Okay, 30, you're going to have 2 and 15. 2 doesn't go in there, 3 does. 3 and 5. So we need to find our matches. So we got a 2 and a 2, and this one's got a 3 and a 3, And I got 2's left and 5's left, and so none of those are going to work. And so on the outside, it's really going to be 2 times 3, okay, which is 6. Okay, and so we say 24 divided by 6 gives me 4. 30 divided by 6 gives me 5. Okay, and then what about the ends? Well, he's got $3 and he's got $7. So the biggest amount of money I could take from both is going to be n to the third. Well, if he had 7 and I took away 3, he's going to have 4 left. Well, if he had 3 and I took 3, he's going to have none left. Okay? And then we put our sign in the middle there. Okay, 19. Take a second, pause the video real quick. I want you guys to try to do 19. I'm going to do it on here. And then you try to do it, okay? And then, so pause it. We're going to have 24 divided by 2. You got 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2 and 2. And so my matches are going to be 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2. So I'm going to have 2 times 2 times 2 on the outside, which is 8. 24 divided by 8 is going to be 3. 8 divided by 8 is going to be 1. And I can't take any p's from either of them because the one guy has no money. Okay, and so that's what you're going to get. Okay, day 1 is the worst for these, so do your best. Do your best. Ask Canson for help if you need it, and turn the sheet in before you leave. If you get done early, make sure you submit my e-learning, and I will see you guys soon.